The moment you woke up today, a quiet decision was already being made. Not with your hands, not with your bank account, not with your circumstances, but with your belief. Because before a man changes his life, before he changes his income, before he changes his destiny, he changes what he believes is possible for himself. Most people never realize this. They think life happens to them. They think success is random, luck is inherited, and fortune favors someone else. They look at the world and say, this is just how things are. But the truth, the uncomfortable, liberating truth is this: life bends to the strongest belief in the room. And most people never bring one. Belief is not hope. It is not wishing. It is not positive thinking scribbled on a sticky note. Belief is a command issued to your subconscious mind. It is an order. And your mind, like the most powerful factory ever built, gets to work immediately, shaping perception, filtering opportunity, directing action, and deciding what you notice and what you ignore. Napoleon Hill called it the starting point of all achievement. Not talent, not education, not connections, belief. Look at history with clear eyes and you'll see the same pattern repeating itself. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before the light turned on, not because he lacked intelligence, but because his belief was stronger than the evidence against him. Andrew Carnegie arrived with nothing but an unshakable conviction that wealth could be built through organized intelligence and disciplined effort. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination, and yet he carried a belief so vivid that reality eventually had no choice but to catch up. Belief is the seed. Everything else is the harvest. And here's the part most people avoid. You are already living inside the results of what you believe. Your income reflects it. Your habits reflect it. Your relationships reflect it. Your tolerance for mediocrity reflects it. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your level of belief. If you believe you are meant to struggle, you will find reasons to struggle. If you believe you are average, you will unconsciously sabotage anything extraordinary. If you believe success is for others, you will remain loyal to comfort and call it realism. But if you decide to believe something different, something higher, something demanding, everything begins to reorganize. Because belief sharpens your focus, and focus is power. The mind cannot hold two dominant beliefs at the same time. It will always default to the one you feed most consistently. That is why clarity matters. A confused mind cannot create wealth. A divided vision cannot command action. Hill wrote that definiteness of purpose is the backbone of success, and he was right. When a person knows what they want, not vaguely but vividly, the world responds differently. Clarity turns effort into precision. Vision turns desire into direction. Ask yourself honestly, do you know what you are building? Or are you just reacting to what's in front of you? Do you wake up with intention? Or do you let the day negotiate your destiny for you? Because the moment you define your purpose, discipline stops feeling like punishment. It becomes loyalty to the future version of yourself who is counting on you not to quit. Discipline is belief in motion. It is easy to be inspired. It is rare to be disciplined. But discipline is where belief proves itself. Anyone can say they want more. Few are willing to structure their days around it. Few are willing to do the boring work when no one is watching. Few are willing to say no to short-term pleasure in service of long-term freedom. Henry Ford didn't build an empire by motivation. He built it through organized habits, relentless execution, and a belief that efficiency could change the world. Abraham Lincoln didn't rise because life was kind to him. He rose because he refused to abandon his belief in unity, even when the cost was unbearable. Belief gives you stamina. Purpose gives you direction. Discipline gives you momentum. And momentum changes identity. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action and confidence follows. You don't wait for certainty before you move. You move and certainty is built step by step. Action is the language belief speaks fluently. The world rewards movement. But action without faith is fragile. That is why gratitude matters, not as politeness, but as power. Gratitude anchors belief. It trains the mind to see opportunity instead of scarcity. It reminds you that progress is already happening, even when the destination feels distant. A grateful mind is a resilient mind. Resilience, after all, is not toughness. It is adaptability. It is the ability to learn, to bend without breaking, to extract meaning from failure instead of identity. Every setback carries instruction. Every obstacle sharpens intelligence. The only real failure is refusing to learn. Hill understood this deeply. He knew that adversity is not punishment, it is preparation. Every great fortune, he wrote, carries with it the seed of an equivalent benefit, but only those who believe long enough can see it. Most people quit at the moment belief is tested. They interpret resistance as a sign to stop, but resistance is often proof you are close. The universe does not test those who are going nowhere. You are not here to drift. You are not here to survive quietly. You are here to build something, within yourself first and then in the world. Belief is the architect. Your mind is the blueprint. Your actions are the construction. Choose carefully what you believe, because it will shape what you become. There will be days when doubt whispers. Let it whisper. Do not invite it to lead. There will be moments when fear presents itself as logic. Recognize the disguise. Fear always argues for safety. Belief argues for growth. And growth is uncomfortable by design. But understand this. No man or woman who ever claimed their fortune did so by accident. They chose it. First in thought, then in decision, then in disciplined, relentless action. So choose deliberately. Choose to believe you are capable of more than your past suggests. Choose to believe your mind is an asset, not a limitation. Choose to believe that your vision matters even before it is validated. Choose to believe that persistence will outlast resistance, because the moment you do, something shifts. Your posture changes. Your voice changes. Your standards rise. You stop asking for permission. You stop negotiating with doubt. You begin to move like someone who knows where they're going, and the world responds to that energy. You become what you believe, not someday but daily. In how you think, in how you act, in what you tolerate, in what you pursue. So decide now, not later, not when conditions are perfect, now. Believe with intention, act with discipline, persist with faith, and choose your fortune. And remember this, fortune is not just money. Money is a byproduct. Fortune is freedom of thought. Fortune is control over your time. Fortune is waking up without dread and going to sleep without regret. Fortune is knowing that your life is moving in the direction you chose, not the direction circumstance pushed you. Most people never experience that. Not because it's rare, but because it demands responsibility. It demands that you stop blaming the economy, your parents, your past, or your luck, and accept something heavier, something more powerful, authorship. The moment you accept authorship, excuses lose their grip. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what now? You stop waiting to be saved and start building. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of time and start acting as an architect of it. This is where belief hardens into identity. Identity is the most dangerous force on earth because you will always act in alignment with who you believe you are. If you see yourself as someone who quits, you'll find reasons. If you see yourself as someone who endures, you'll find strength. If you see yourself as someone destined for more, you'll behave in ways that make more inevitable. This is why visualization matters, not as fantasy, but as rehearsal. The mind cannot distinguish between vividly imagined experience and repeated reality. When you see yourself winning, standing firm, executing with confidence, you are training your nervous system for that future. You are making success familiar instead of foreign. And what is familiar stops feeling impossible. That's why great leaders, builders, and pioneers guarded their minds fiercely. They chose their inputs carefully. They limited who they listened to. They understood that doubt is contagious, but so is conviction. You must become ruthless with your standards, ruthless with your time, ruthless with your inner dialogue, because the world will try to tell you who you are based on statistics, averages, and history. But averages never built empires. History never rewards those who obey it blindly. The future belongs to those who decide repeatedly to rise above the invisible line most people never question. There will be pressure to conform, pressure to slow down, pressure to be realistic, but realism has buried more dreams than failure ever did. Realism asks you to stay small so others can stay comfortable. Do not shrink. You are not here to fit in, you are here to grow into the fullest expression of your potential. And potential is not something you discover. It is something you earn through action, resilience, and unwavering belief. Every day you cast a vote for the person you are becoming. Every habit is a signal. Every decision is a declaration. Every disciplined moment says, I take myself seriously. And life responds to seriousness. Not immediately, not easily, but inevitably. So when progress feels slow, don't doubt the process, double down on it. When results lag behind effort, remember, momentum is invisible before it is unstoppable. Stay loyal, stay focused, stay hungry. Because one day, and it often comes quietly, you will look back and realize the moment everything changed was not when you got the opportunity, or the money, or the recognition. It was when you chose to believe before there was proof. You become what you believe. Not someday, not magically, but daily. So choose belief over fear. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose vision over distraction. And choose your fortune again and again until the world has no choice but to agree with you. If this message spoke to the part of you that refuses to stay average, if this reminded you of who you're becoming, not who you've been, then subscribe to this channel, because this isn't just motivation. This is mental conditioning for people who are serious about changing their lives. Stay sharp, stay relentless, and keep building.